the live recap of the Oscar wins sinners have acquired.
Mm-hmm.
I know that live was like really jam packed and exciting to be a part of, and
It was
I
over 2 hours.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I think because at the time of the day that I did it too, and also I don't know if y'all picked up what I just recently started doing, like in the last couple of days. If you notice, I think on Wednesday I just out of the blue just uploaded 2 videos, and then I didn't upload anything on Thursday, and then yesterday I did 2 videos, and then so basically what I'm doing now is I'm doing 2 videos every other day.
okay.
So I could like really like spread things out, and then if I wanted to go back, 'cause one thing I like doing, and some of y'all liked it too, was doing those midday lives, the ones that I would do like at 12 noon. Like I know like some of y'all like those lives, and the only way I could do it is if I had a day that had nothing going on. So I said, you know what, if I do incorporate the midday lives, I could do it on a Tuesday or a Thursday. Because if I did it the same way, it would be hard for me to do it. So that's one of the reasons why I did it. And then I just keep the weekends free so I can do this type of live. And then when I have the True Crime Sundays fall, those of course will happen. Of course, tomorrow will be a True Crime Sunday. So y'all will see what that's going to be on after this live is done. We got some more people that just came up. I have a feeling I know who this is. I have a feeling that this is KG, but I could be wrong.
KG. What up, Kid Gravity? We know it's you.
Hey, KG.
We need to save young white men.
They so butt sore over that.
Here too.
They really are.
I'm like, bruh, they trying to call him whiteface. No, he made fun of a person.
Right.
Well, you need to save them from the updated age draft. They just
yeah, they extended it to 42.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, but like,
and also,
oh my bad.
And also too, along with that, don't forget they said something about the if you have like an infraction, like with weed or some kind of paraphernalia, oh, we're just going to overlook that. I said, y'all must be very desperate.
Are you talking about the draft?
But you remember they did that already.
Is it that bad over there?
Yeah, they did that with ICE.
They about to have the whole country.
Oh
just
yeah,
saying
they did.
No.
Oh yeah, they did do that. They did do that with ICE. They basically lowered the age requirement for people to get in ICE. And I actually did a video talking about not only did they lower the age requirement, but they also I forgot who it was. It might have been Christy knowing her. They basically said that
you can be dumb.
A lot of them exactly don't have to read on a certain level or something like that. Like a lot of them don't read well, like their comprehension skills aren't that good. So basically for a lot of them, they're hiring a lot of, I would say, illiterate individuals and just throwing them in, just throwing them into the field because they need the numbers.
Department. That sounds like the police department. Police car. You are chosen for superior brawn and lack of intelligence.
All right, let's see.
Very poignant point. They need bodies. It's like,
yeah, the numbers are low. The numbers are overall they're low. The morale is low.
Are you talking about ICE or the armed forces, or both?
Probably both. Since they're the military, probably definitely the military.
Okay,
because a lot of them don't want to go over it. Like a lot of them will claim that they're so patriotic and everything like that, but when they have to face actual war, then it's like, oh no, then I don't want to do it. Because let's be real, a lot of people be joining the military for financial things, maybe to get to get a home, maybe get a car. A lot of them do it for the finance thing, but now it's like, oh God, we are in the middle of a war. We might actually have to take up arms and put you on the front lines and like actually see something and go fight. Now it's like, yeah, it ain't worth it.
And like Philip Scott said, you are fighting people that in their minds, they're fighting a holy war, so they ain't scared to die. Plus, like Miss Lisa said, you are fighting people in high altitudes, which you have not trained for at all. So you can go ahead and start going up there all you want, but people who are in in MMA train at that, and that stuff is tiring because you got to adjust your body to, dealing with that extra loss of air so you can build up cardio. They're not ready for that. And them people live in mountains, and man, they gonna get slaughtered.
Hey, Taurian.
So people ain't crazy.
You heard what happened to Kobe Covington?
Who's that?
The MMA dude that was Team MAGA.
Oh, yeah, I heard him. Yeah, I'll talk.
Yeah, that dumbass. Now he acting like he won MAGA. Now he all outraged about what's going on. It looked like that UFC card ain't gonna happen. A lot of fighters are dropping out.
Is it the one supposed to be today?
No, the one that they're having at the White House on July 4th.
Oh, I don't blame them.
Oh, what? Oh, the Patriot games, they said?
Yeah.
Wow.
And that Israel dude also he out too. So I was like, yeah, that card gonna look like shit.
Wow.
And they ain't about. I don't blame them. I do not blame them. But I was just watching your one on Carmelo Anthony, and you was talking about what did old boy get 10 years for? Armed robbery.
Yeah, because I don't think he explained why he got 10 years.
How you doing, Tori?
What's going on? I can hear you.
I Googled it. It was armed robbery.
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing?
What's going on, Spidey? Like
good.
long time.
What's
up,
Spidey? Hey, Spidey, how you doing?
Hey, Spidey.
Doing fine, man. Doing fine. My birthday was actually yesterday, y'all. Just wanted to put that out there.
Happy belated.
Happy belated, man.
Birthday.
Happy belated.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah, but I didn't know what he actually went to jail for. But I said for 10 years it had to be something serious. But you said armed robbery, so yeah, that's a hefty felony. But he's like y'all saw when I was scrolling through all the videos that he did on Carmelo Anthony, and that was just a fraction of them. I was only scrolling for like 30 seconds. Like he had way more than that. Like if you was to go to his channel and just type in Carmelo Anthony, he has rows on top of rows on top of rows of videos that he did on him, dating back to when the incident first happened. The most recent one that he did was maybe about 3 months ago. And I think he stopped after that. But I'm thinking when the trial happens in June, he's going to ramp it right back up.
I mean, how much do they got to talk about? Seriously.
It's nothing there. We don't know anything.
Exactly. It was an incident that took probably 5 minutes and they're blowing it up.
Yeah, we don't know any more than what has been put out there by the media. And it's not much. The last thing we heard was that, he got enrolled into college. He's on house arrest and that his trial is in June. That is it.
Okay.
We don't know any more past that. So all this other stuff that people are putting out there is nothing but speculation and propaganda and hate. That's really all it is. And that's why I to this day when this happened, I told people, and I'm gonna stand on this when I say it for those who may have missed it. That incident that happened down there with those two, that should have been treated as an isolated incident that should only been contained in that area of Texas. Or it should not have left the state. But people like Matt Walsh blew it up and turned it into, oh, he killed him because he was white. Oh, it was a hate crime. When Matt Walsh did that and people like him did that, that's what blew the story up. That's what made the story bigger than what it was. And I said, you know what? If they go to court and they tried to get him on first degree or some type of hate crime, he would walk because there's absolutely no proof that he went there with intent to kill Austin Metcalf, and there's no proof that he went there and he took him out because he was white. There's no proof. Like that he would either walk completely or he would get a misdemeanor of some sort, and he might have to be on probation and maybe some community service or something like that. He wouldn't do some like crazy time.
Well, I even put in the comment section on that video, my issue with the case is how they're trying to do first degree murder. Okay, well, he was confronted while minding his business, and because they had an issue with him being in the tent. Mm-hmm. Well, if that was their issue, you go get an adult or a security present to remove him. Mm-hmm. Then whatever was said back and forth, he warned them. Yeah. And even I hate to say his name, Daniel Penny's attorney agreed that they had a chance to walk away. Also, they confronted him, so they closed the distance on him. And I think after that happened, they was talking to the other twin. And I don't know if you remember that interview. His brother said that his brother put hands on Carmelo first.
Yeah, he did say that.
Yeah.
On camera. He's literally talking on camera. So everything they're trying to accuse Carmelo of right now pretty much gets thrown out the window.
Yeah.
See,
Go ahead, Spidey.
See, this whole case should remind everybody. This whole stand your ground thing,
not for us.
Black people, not for us. You damn right it ain't for us. Shit.
Absolutely.
They really feel like we cannot defend ourselves at all. They really feel like that we can't defend ourselves or stand our ground or anything. They just want us to take their abuse.
Oh yeah, we scared of the police running away.
I've been said that, like, the whole stand your ground thing is. I said the biggest loophole is that Black people can't use it.
Right.
You know, the first time I ever heard of stand your ground was going back with George Zimmerman. I said, "What in the world is stand your ground?" I said, "I never heard of that law before." But then when I heard, other Black people try to use it, it was like, oh well, it's an issue. It was always some red tape there. I was like, oh okay, I see what type of law this is.
Hey, Tony, I'm kind of like back in the kitchen. You don't hear no noise, right?
This man's in the kitchen lifting weights. Do you see this bullshit?
Yeah, we hear
it.
We do hear it a little bit.
So Jonathan can't get the buzzer today.
No, Wallow needs to get the
rack
buzz.
some weights. That's what you need to do.
There he go.
He gonna elbow the mic.
Hours ago, man.
No, they the ones supposed to be racking the weights. I rack my weights. I mean, getting on them for about racking them weights. Look, they just sitting around talking and all that. Rack the weights.
He's gonna be doing squats near the refrigerator.
Did y'all see the diagram of how they broke down how hard it would be for us to do boots on the ground in Iran? Did y'all see that?
We're ready for $4 gas next week.
Yeah, at least covering that, sister.
Okay.
No, Kid Gravity, it ain't gonna be $4 gas. It's about to be $5
already
gas.
here.
Yeah,
it's in the Midwest.
Nah, it's $3.98 average right now.
It's gonna be $5 gas. Watch.
I feel sorry for folks in Cali because they gas been high.
Being high. I remember when
gas was about $8 a gallon.
Yeah, I can believe that.
It was like almost 2 years ago.
Yeah,
so they
like I
really
said, like when I went to LA back in 2022, the gas was like nearly $6 a gallon. So I can imagine it's definitely over $8 now for sure.
Yeah, Tony, you mentioned that.
Yeah, because where I'm at, the gas is like literally about to touch $4, like right up the street. Where's the gas station right up the street? Well, that was yesterday. It could have changed today. I have not left the house today. Like the gas, when I saw it yesterday, when I was on my way to the gym, it was like $3.93. So it could be at $4. So it could be at like $4 now. I don't know. It could possibly be there. And I was actually having a conversation with one of my coworkers yesterday, and she was talking about how we can be stressed out like when it comes to work. And I said, sounds like you need a vacation. It's going to be taboo to say that for now. To say it sounds like you need a vacation, because typically when people go on vacation, they're either going to drive if it's driving distance, unless they want to do the cross country thing or a road trip
I'll
thing,
be driving,
or they want to fly. But the thing is, it's a double-edged sword, because it's like on one hand you can't fly because the airports are so backed up, but then on the other flip side, you don't want to drive because gas is so high.
Yeah.
Hey, can I tell y'all something?
Go ahead, bro.
I haven't been in the airport in about 6 or 7 years, man.
Wow. Well, look at the airport right now, and the TSA is horrible, man. They pretty much more than 50% of the employees don't work at TSA in the Northeast. Because
I
they're not getting
want to
paid.
go to Trinidad, but looks like that may not happen.
Oh well, as long as that Strait of Hormuz is closed down, ground assault is the only option that this government has, and they know it's going to be a suicide mission. It's literally impossible to go up against 80 million people.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
That's been preparing for this for 20 years.
Yep.
Yeah, they said that it's hard to do boots on the ground in Iran. They said that the region or the border that we would have to cross into is surrounded by nothing but a mountain range.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that like Iran is like 2 or 3 times bigger than Afghanistan and Iraq, and that
that's just target practice for them.
That's target
yeah,
practice.
we're gonna need. They said that we're gonna need about 300,000 to 500,000 troops, boots on the ground, in order to
Even
enter Iran.
more than half that wouldn't make it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
and ain't no telling what they got in those mountains. They said that
Right.
they've been preparing for us for 20 years. It's no telling what type of stuff they got in those
All
mountains.
snipers.
And this is and this is what Iran has been doing. They knew that a ground assault would be the only option because they was warning even the previous administration that asymmetric warfare was coming. And what Trump did in Venezuela, with Venezuela,
Yeah.
he thought that he was going to scare off Anatolia and Iran, even though Anatolia's not here anymore. That doesn't faze them. See, Iran is not Argentina. Argentina just got shut down by what? 1,000 troops that was already on base since 2019. So they were preparing this since 2018, actually. So Iran's in the war.
Yeah, and the only reason why we invaded Venezuela obviously was over their oil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's not
dirty oil.
No, it was
You talking
drugs.
about that dirty oil?
Drugs.
Yeah, that oil, yeah. You got a point. You got a point. That oil is not
That
even
dirty
useful.
oil that went to Israel, and the money's in Qatar.
They want us to listen. They want us to think it was over drugs. They don't give a damn about the drugs. They care about that rich ass oil.
Yeah,
in their mind.
They could get that oil
That they
could
can't
get the drugs from Mexico.
process. They
can't
can't
get
even
the drugs.
process that.
Well, the United States government could get the drugs from Mexico any day of the week. They've been working in conjunction since 1985 with the cartels.
Yeah.
That's why
That's
the
been
cartels
going
are
on.
still
Well,
alive.
actually-
So
in some ways, it kind of started with Nicaragua, though.
Yeah,
Go back and look at that
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
Nicaragua Contra. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Nicaragua was in the Civil War, so it was so easy to infiltrate. As far as Mexico goes, even though the states hated each other, like Sonora, Tijuana, Juarez, they hated each other, they were organized. Way more than Nicaragua. Nicaragua is just forest, trees, guns, and wild animals and drugs. So
Yep.
that's a neat way of putting it, man.
basically, Mexico's a city. Mexico City is and Mexico City was it Guadalajara or Mexico City? Well, Mexico City was the hub of the cartels in 1985. Okay, so it was the hub. I mean, it was cartel money that built Cancun. So when people go to Cancun, you do realize that city was that place was built. Yeah, so
That's like even in Florida. All that drug money built Florida up. I watched what's that, Cocaine Cowboys, and they said Florida was basically Florida was a retirement area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That Miami area, yeah. I think that was the area that really was a retirement area. And they got
think
closed
about
up.
it.
The only Spanish speaking area I'm going to is Puerto Rico.
You got
Just hands down.
What about New York?
Speaking of planes, did y'all see what happened at LaGuardia?
Oh yeah.
Wasn't that beautiful?
That was crazy. So for those of y'all who don't know, this happened this week. As a matter of fact, it happened. I think I want to say Sunday or Monday. It was early in the week. There was a plane that was. I think they was coming in. Like they were coming in, and there was a miscommunication in that tower, and the plane ended up colliding with a fire truck. And it was so bad that the cockpit detached completely from the plane and nosedived to the ground, and it killed the pilot and the co-pilot. Like literally, if you look at the plane, it's completely detached. It almost looked like someone took a sharp blade and sliced through that thing like it was butter.
Yeah, I seen that. I didn't know what happened.
So Ray, I got a question to ask you.
What's that?
Was the pilot and the co-pilot black?
I don't know.
They were both white.
They were both white.
They're both
White.
white.
Yeah.
Well,
could you imagine if Charlie Kirk was here to see that? I have a feeling. I got a feeling someone was going to say that, so I beat you to the punch.
Yeah, Matt Walsh. I don't see none of these white conservatives talking about this.
You don't,
they know,
and you don't. And that's the point. They have not. I don't even think I saw LaGuardia trending when that happened.
Exactly. It wasn't. It didn't trend. They don't even know
And
their
then
names.
the TSA person that was in charge of like making sure that didn't happen, he sounded like a white dude too. They have the recordings of they have the recordings of him telling the plane. Yeah, the air traffic controller. They have a voice recording of him, and you could tell by the way he's talking that he's white.
Hey, Torian, there's the picture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
there's the picture. I put it in the chat.
Oh, of the pilots.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were flying Air Canada. They were piloting Air Canada.
Excuse me for asking. Please excuse me for asking, but where's LaGuardia located again?
New York. New York.
Okay.
It's right by Citi Field.
Yes, that's one. Like New York is known for its two main airports: LaGuardia,
JFK.
JFK, yeah,
LaGuardia,
JFK and LaGuardia. I work on both airports. LaGuardia is more domestic, and JFK is more international.
Yep.
LaGuardia,
it seemed like. Well, I'll let you finish. My bad.
No, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
No, I was just gonna say it's like, damn. It seemed like the tri-state area when it comes to airports has been going through it, man. Because didn't Newark have an incident like last year or something?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, that was up in that was DC.
No,
that was DC, right? When the helicopter, the
Newark.
Black Hawk helicopter and the passenger plane collided together.
No,
But there has been a lot of stuff, y'all. I feel like flying is going to be really a thing of the past when you look at what's going on, because like I know somebody who used to be an air traffic controller, and she really went into detail about what type of responsibilities that they have. You're really juggling 100 things all at once, and you're required to juggle 100 things all at once. And I don't know. I just feel like people aren't really capable of that type of bandwidth anymore.
So they're not trying to fully staff them?
Yeah, that too. They don't want to fully staff them or anything.
Sounds like nurses. They try to overwork up their full staff.
Each person, each air contract, so from what she told me, even at big airports like LaGuardia and all that other stuff, they have 2 air traffic controllers in the tower. And both air traffic controllers are pretty much monitoring thousands of flights within that airspace at every single second, every single minute of the day. They're going through shortages. They're going through this shutdown right now.
Yeah,
I just feel like flying is going to be a thing of the past because I just don't think that we're really capable of maintaining, air travel. I really don't.
Well, there was an incident in Newark a couple months ago.
Yeah. Well, right now for both LaGuardia and JFK, because I know I talk to people. I work over there. That we're having a contract rotation, so a lot of contracts are being removed because of patients, fraud. People are stealing from the airport. I seen somebody got arrested for stealing iPads and computers from not only their fellow employees but members of the crew. So it's got because the money is tight, So the gas is going up over $4.50 in New York. So I don't know what's going on in the rest of the East, but
damn,
at $4.50, yeah,
that's actually pretty cheap for New York. I'll go give them that.
$4.50. So
let me also throw this out there. Y'all see how Southwest is cutting off O'Hare? So
they are.
Yeah.
Wow. I thought it wasn't gonna do that. Okay. So
yeah. I think that came out like that came out
Southwest.
That came. I think that came out like a few weeks ago. My bad.
Yeah, I had a layover in O'Hare from St. Louis.
No, not to, going
Did y'all
back
see?
to.
Go ahead.
And going back to the war with Iran, people are saying that Iran is losing. They're not losing. Okay, I right now I'm assigned with the fight with Israel, and people over there they are crying and bitching and moaning. It's bad over there. It's bad. But like I said before, with the rotations going on, it's affecting a lot of people, and people are considered not even flying for the rest of the summer because they're scared. They don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I just feel like flying is eventually going to be a thing of the past because, every single category of flying, whether it's the workers, whether it's the service, whether it's the safety, the travel, I just feel like it's going to be a thing of the past. I'm curious to know what happened the other week when It was JFK, LaGuardia. No, it was Baltimore's
BWI.
Taurien, you probably it was them. It was both of the airports in DC, and it was Richmond International in Richmond, Virginia. Remember when they had grounded all flights? I was curious to know what was behind that, because those
They
all
claimed it
those
was a computer
airports
error.
are within the DC region, and I feel
But
like
this-
they were making it
Sorry.
seem like it was like an odor on the tarmac or something, and they made them ground all flights or something like that. But I thought it was weird.
They would say it was a bomb threat. It was a bomb threat. Not to mention the TSA. The whole east side of TSA is losing their employees because they refuse to work. I know this was going on for 2 weeks, but right now, this weekend, the Congress is working on trying to amend a bill for the TSA because they got down ICE agents.
The Republicans screwed them on that. It's about to be fun.
It's gonna be fun.
Like I said, I haven't really trusted airports ever since the virus. So that's just me, though.
Hey, Torian, look at that second link I put in your private chat.
I just saw it. Like,
you see that, right?
talk about digging a hole for yourself. I mean, completely and utterly. But I mean, he's saying the quiet part. He's saying he is. I mean, he said the quiet part out loud. Didn't he say that he prefers that his supporters are like dumb? He said it, and they still supported him. Now he says, "I hang out with losers because it makes me feel better."
He's just saying the most.
Yeah, and basically, he's basically saying, you know what? If I can get away with saying things like I grab women by the what, or I can go out in the middle of New York and commit a crime and get away with it, and I still get the support, then I can say anything. Then I can say anything. And you know what? That's the most honest thing he's probably said.
Well, let's not forget what he said right there towards the lady from Japan. That was wow. That was a mess.
We really are the laughing stock of the world.
Exactly. Well, here's a message to all Trump supporters: if you support him so much, enlist. He needs over 500,000 people to go to Iran. Enlist.
Yeah, they need to strap up.
It's pretty much going to be D-Day. And saying part about it when they enter the islands and they got sniped out. They got sniped out in the first 20 minutes of the movie. It's pretty much going to be like D-Day. Pretty much.
And they're all going through withdrawals. I actually talked about this during his first term when they was going through the withdrawals then, but I think they're really going through it now. I've been seeing so many videos on YouTube, especially from people that I'm subscribed to. It's gotten to the point where kids who have parents that are aligned with that, they have detached themselves from them. I mean, it's so many stories that I've heard over the last couple of weeks. They are losing their minds. Like, they are saying, oh, I regret my vote, and I didn't think this was going to happen. Oh, you knew it was going to happen. You just didn't think it was going to happen to you. See, the thing is now it's gotten dropped at your doorstep, and now you don't know what to do. And also let me also insert, since we're kind of like on the subject a little bit. This is why this one incident right here, and I'm surprised a lot of people did not pick up on this when this happened, and why I've always said that they are two wings attached to the same buzzer. When under the Biden administration, when they had all that influx of the illegals coming over here, especially from the southern border, I said the first wing, the left wing, was allowing them to come over in droves the way that they did. Here's where the right wing came into play, and more particularly Governor Wheels down there in Texas. Where did he send them to? He sent them to all the sanctuary cities and all the blue states where a lot of black people were at. That's how they both worked in tandem. You had one that opened up the border, and you had the other one send them to where we're at. That's how they work together. That's how they work together. That's how they cohesively work together. And I don't know how. And I don't know how many. And I don't know how. And I don't know how people did not pick that up. And what did it do for Governor Wills? It sent the trigger off to all the others in the red state, like people down there, like the Satan, to do the same thing.
Yep. Exactly.
All because they wanted to spite them and have a point to prove. And the thing is, especially with Governor Wills, you're right there. You could have easily just said, "Oh, pull a U-turn and send him right back." But no, he said, "Nope, I'm going to spite you." And you know what? I'm gonna just send some here. I'm gonna drop some here and drop some there.
Yep.
He got a call.
He got a call. They all walk in.
Can I?
Go ahead.
Can I raise something real quick?
Go ahead, brother.
Yep. You know, and I feel like this is kind of relevant. What did LBJ say about 60-something years ago? He said that the GOP panders to the lowest common denominator financially in the white community, and now they're paying for that shit.
The rednecks.
Yeah, if you
rednecks are paying for it heavily.
Forrest White, that they're better than the Negro, you could pick his pocket for the next 50 years.
Right. I'm sorry I got the quote wrong, but yeah, you're right on point. Yep.
Remember, people, the poorest white man will always be better than the richest black man.
Yep.
The fact. So no matter how many times a black man gets rich, the poorest white man, look what happened to Bill Cosby. Is he still rich? He was in jail. See, that's the point. Bill Cosby got locked up. That was the end game. They didn't care about how much money they took from him. Locking him up was sending the message. Yeah. But that's the point. They sending him to jail was sending the message to every single black man and woman, no matter how rich, no matter how poor, we can still get you.
Yep, Diddy in jail right now for that.
Yep.
Right. Look what they try to do to. No, I'll let you finish, Torian. Sorry.
And speaking of, let's look at what just recently happened again with Tiger Woods, Mr. Kablasian himself. He just got into another accident. You know, I think that dude got an angel on his shoulder, because that's not only the second accident, but the second time.
I thought it was the third one.
And it rolled over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The car flipped over. And it rolled. This is the second time, because the first time it rolled over too. And but the thing is, they said, okay, they was like, okay, Mr. Woods, okay, slap the cuffs on him. They said, we got you, you know, for a DUI, you was driving under the influence. But the reason why I brought that up is this. Remember a couple months ago what happened with Vince McMahon? You know, he was driving. He went. This man was driving near 100 miles an hour. Now we know there's no 100 mile an hour marker on any road. It's no 100 mile marker on any road. Man. Then look at what recently happened with Justin Timberlake. That was from 2024. He was driving under the influence in the Hamptons. But that happened, like it happened in 2024. But he made it a way to not get that body cam footage put out there. But somebody there must have got paid something, and they put it out there last week. So now everybody has seen it. Not only his DUI, I mean, Justin Timberlake could barely walk a straight line without stumbling. Then they had to arrest him. Then they had the footage with him inside of the police station, inside of the interrogation room, and all that actually came out as well. The point of the matter is, you heard more about Tiger Woods than you did about Justin Timberlake and Vince McMahon.
Right, and I think Town Biz just did a video on Justin Timberlake where he basically has said, don't you know that I'm white or something in that same video.
So the Tiger Woods, I remember what it said on your first mugshot. It said B for black. It didn't say C for Kablasian.
Right. Remember, speaking of which, I got a picture of Jocelyn Hernandez from Love and Hip Hop. He says white. I got the mugshot. So these people know what they're doing. They know that they've been struggling to have children since post the Great Depression, and now bringing other groups of non-black people to this country will strengthen the numbers, because they care about quantity and not quality.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's no coincidence. It's no coincidence all these white women are coming in droves having children with black men. Not just athletes, but your average black man. Keep an eye on that.
It's the whole emphasis on white supremacy to maintain white genetic survival, to prevent white genetic annihilation. That's what Dr. Francis Cress Welsing taught us.
Right.
If y'all have not, I'm glad you brought her up. If you have not read the ISIS papers, or as I like to call it, the Black Bible, because why not? You definitely need to crack open that book, but not only just read the book, internalize what's in the book, because everything that she said in that book years ago has come to fruition years later, and it's still happening.
How much does that book cost now? I need to go look that up.
I got it off of Amazon. I forgot how much it cost. I forgot how much it cost when I bought it.
I think it's $22 on Amazon. I bought it for $22.
You bought it for $22.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's one of many books that I want to sit down and read. That's on my list. So
I highly suggest it.
Got the link.
Yeah, I remember when I had finished reading it. Those who was around at the time, or still around now, I had did a whole live talking about the book. Like I had made sure put markers in there, highlighting different things in the chapter and everything. It's a really, really good book. I feel like that should be required reading.
Yeah, I agree, Torian. And shout out to
these
our brother
the curriculum
about it. He don't want to give it a link.
And if you don't have the curriculum at school, make it a curriculum in your home. At least there you can control that. The big kids and the little kids. Required reading for the big kids and the little kids, as far as I'm concerned. If it's an audio book, get that, pop it into.
Hey, Taurian.
What's going on? What's going on, KJ?
I got a Patreon for you.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, this one's bad.
Oh Lord, who done set up a Patreon now, Kid Gravity?
Huh?
Who's Patreon?
It's a story for Torian's Patreon.
I see it.
Yeah, that's
I can't believe I still can't believe Drewski pulled it off with this and people are so mad. Remember, you guys were mad when Robert Downey Jr. did Tropic Thunder. Okay, not only I wasn't mad, a lot of people was actually celebrating it because it was funny.
Yeah.
Now y'all have a problem with this?
And the thing is, they can't say that Drewski was lying in anything that he did. And the thing is, it was so interesting because he captioned it like, this is like what the conservative white woman is, even though we know that he was mocking Erica Kirk. But the thing is, not once was Erica Kirk's name mentioned in the video. Charlie Kirk's name wasn't mentioned in the video. He didn't even say her name in the caption, but they saw that, and he knew exactly what he was doing when he did that. Even though we all know what he was doing, but what got me though was them saying how dare he mock this grieving widow? I said, this woman ain't grieved.
She ain't grieved one bit, Torian.
Nope.
Has she even shed a tear yet?
No.
A real tear? No. A fake tear? Oh, she shed several fake tears.
Somebody always slid on her.
They had her buy a bowl of onions or something.
That woman is shedding air. Ain't not one tear is falling out her eyes.
Yeah.
No, she humping on JD. We all know what she's doing. She humping on JD right now. So
right.
I want to put my 2 cents on that. I've been watching that all week. That was, bro. Y'all know what's the funny part about it? He looked just like Erica Kirk when he did that. That's how everybody kept saying he was portraying Erica Kirk, because they looked just alike, and she was portraying her so well. And the thing is, he didn't do anything racist or do anything to make fun of her. He was just showing the accuracy of what she was doing, and she was showing her how she really felt about Charlie Kirk, as if his death didn't, affect her at all. Like no sympathy at all. Like he was literally just showing us how, the real Erica Kirk, just by doing that, and they're gonna get mad behind it. And I'm like, so and then I saw those tweets and all. Why they act like blackface been going on before this happened? When they talk about, so if blackface is okay? Like, no. Right. Yeah, and y'all, for a second, y'all been doing blackface. This wasn't even blackface. He all he did was just portray Erica Kirk. It's basically a Halloween costume, so it doesn't count as a whiteface. Like OD said, Robert Downey Jr. played a black character. We wasn't tripping. We was like happy and all that. That he made it funny, and he didn't. And the thing is, when he was portraying as a black character, Robert didn't do nothing. He didn't do anything to make fun of us. He didn't make us look like we was hood or like no single parent home. He didn't make us. He didn't portray us as none of that. He just portrayed us as a black character doing what black people do, be funny, all that throughout that whole movie. So that's the difference between him and these racist fools doing blackface. So no, you don't. And then as for suing, like Lisa Cabrera said, well, if Erica sues him for that, then when you do blackface, expect us to sue as well. I mean, you said you can't have the goose and then the gander, whatever. It was some quote she said. I tried to remember it, I couldn't, but Lisa made really good points about that. But they gotta stop dishing stuff out when they can't take it in return. You know what I'm saying? I
They're
mean, another good thing.
sensitive.
Go ahead.
They're sensitive.
Yeah.
Not only that, it shows that
they are the real snowflakes that they claim that we are. Like whenever they say like
They the same ones that said comedy was back. Now they can't take it.
Exactly. With Dave Chappelle, when Dave Chappelle went after the LGBTQ,
Hey, Tori, you see that thing I shared for you?
Yeah, I see it. I'll share it in a second.
It's all fun and games with them until it happens to them. Now all of a sudden, it wasn't funny. Now it's not funny no more. And Jamie Kennedy
mocking Trayvon. They didn't have no problem mocking Trayvon Martin.
Yeah, they had no problem mocking George Floyd. They went
still doing it.
Exactly.
They went high with George Floyd. They went high with George Floyd.
There was that post that went viral when that dude killed all those black people at the supermarket. And you got that dude posting clean up on all this and all that. I'm like,
Are you talking about Peyton Gendron?
Yeah. When they kill all the people at that store, you got some dude on Facebook talking about clean up on all this, all that. After like black people got killed, and he gonna have the nerve to put. I know I'm gonna get canceled for this one, but yeah, clean up on all. My bro, just shut up. Just shut your racist ass up.
Right.
And just prepare for the consequences come your way.
Yeah,
and now,
sorry, John. She's gonna issue a cease and desist.
A cease and desist for what? For comedy is dark comedy. Hell, what's that dude name? What's that little sellout name? Anton Daniels. He can't do nothing to Corey Holcomb for that little diss he did with his daughter and his wife because he's a comedian. Comedians they don't get protected for that. You know what I'm saying? Drewski responded to that because he thought it was funny that Eric Kirk was gonna try to sue him when you can't really sue a comedian for doing what he's paid to do. You have to be funny. All that stuff they get protected for all that. Now, as for like Plan B, it's like now if they decide like we can't do nothing to we can't take Drewski to the civil court, then you know how they are. 'Cause you don't have the money they are. They're gonna devise a plan to come together and try to get the squad over there to target him and try to take care of him, if you know what I mean. Because that's in their DNA, it's in their blood. Their DNA is to get your blood and give it, and so they can have it.
Yeah,
that's all it is. Yeah, they're all devils disguised as angels at this point.
Yeah.
Like, look, all I'm saying is don't dish shit off. You can't take it back. If you feel like that was evil, then you need to stop doing what you doing that hurt black people. I was like, it don't make no sense. They don't want nobody making fun of them. And then not only they want to let us make fun of them, when they get made fun of, they expect us to come to their aid. Like, what kind of shit is that? I mean, excuse my language, but yeah, what kind of stuff is that? That's straight bullshit. Like, they're the most selfish racists on earth, and we just gotta realize that by the end of the day, they are the most weak ass racists ever. And thank God, my Instagram's been loaded with these racists getting their ass whooped, getting knocked out one punch by black folks because they kept fucking with it, and I'm always sharing it on my story. So, and once I go back on Instagram, if I see another one, I'm gonna post another one because I need to see more of that. Yeah, it was a video of a group of black girls getting hassled by a white security guard. Man, them black girls got on bum rush that security guard. They start beating his ass. I'm like, look at them beat on that white security guard. Okay, that's right. I'm tired of watching cops and security guards getting 100% physical and getting ready for war when they see a black person gets a little incident. When it's a white person now, they want to be all calm and try to escalate it properly. Bro, when a black person gets a little fray, they ready to get in physical mode. That white security guard, he tried to get in, get rough with those black girls. Those black girls knocked him on that floor. All of them was on top of him, and then he tried to get the black girls by the legs. She kicked them off of him. When she got up, she hated making a shit out of his ass. And I was like, that part, man. It's been a good week.
Damn, who did Jonathan on that back? Jesus Christ, I'm sorry.
Oh, well, it takes a lot to piss me off. So if I'm pissed off, that means you really, really fucked up. But yeah, man, that Drewski stuff, I love Drewski, bro. I want to see him do more of this because everything he does, he is all accurate. He put it all. He put it all what it is. He tells it like it is. And he portrays it properly. Like, dude needs his own show. He needs to be in a movie. All the stuff that he's doing, that's what Hollywood watching, bro. And they can't take it. They can't. The white folks cannot take it. But shout out to them, man. If he do one more stick comedy, I might just end up following his footsteps. I'm gonna let my player get to my workout, and I'm gonna let y'all talk. I'll come back when I'm ready.
Yeah, Jonathan, what's going on? Let me bring JDW back up. All right, KG has sent something to me. He wanted me to share the screen. I have no clue what it is, but we about to find out.
Hard hits. Scary situation right there. Drive car. Those are some very
wow.
hard hits.
Oh, that's bogus.
Right there. Drive car. Those are some very hard hits. Scary situation right there. Drive car. Those are some very hard hits. Scary situation right.
Well, Tiger.
Wow.
We keep warning Tiger, but he's just like any other sellout. They just want to prove black people wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, listen, Tiger never aligned himself with the black community. The only few black people who he hung out with was Michael Jordan, who said that Republicans buy shoes too. That's what his fans don't bring up. Yeah. And then also Charles Barkley, former fat ass. Anyway.
How you a former? He's still a fat ass. He's not a former fat ass. Come on, Spotty. Make him sound like he got skinny. He is still a fat ass.
I think because Tiger isn't Tiger Woods, isn't he dating a Trump?
I think
Vanessa Trump.
One of his family members.
So I guess he probably feels that because he's dating a Trump that somehow he's above the fray. You're not
privileged.
No, you're not.
No.
Well, he doesn't care.
He'll figure it out.
He didn't care because look how he talks. He don't be around black folks. They say, I mean, I think his father's black. He moved out of the neighborhood way before Tiger was even born. Understand that his father checked out the black community decades, couple years before he was even born. So think about that. Tiger Woods is over 50 years old. His father's still alive. His mother's still alive.
No, his father is dead.
No, his father's dead. His father's dead.
As far as passed.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So he's still alive.
I think his mom is dead too. She died like in 2024. I could be wrong.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought his father.
His dad passed in 2006.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Way off. I thought both his parents still alive. Yeah, it must have been an old video that I saw. Though it was current, but yeah.
Yeah, his mother passed last year.
Do you guys have any friends who are not black that classify as white in the census? I got a lot of friends who confirmed with me that they classify as white in the census. Admit it. Some of them are from Argentina. Some of them are from Ecuador.
Yeah. I don't remember Latino.
As black as me, how you white? You as black as me?
I don't know about that.
like we have a rapper out here named got that fool's name, FPB Mo. He was saying nigga in all his damn songs, and then when he got locked up, it said white on everything.
Who was that again?
He was Dominican, right? He's Dominican, right?
Nah, he a Mexican.
He a Mexican?
Oh yeah.
Oh, the rapper from he's from Cali, right?
No, he's from Colorado.
Wow, shit. Right. But it's not a Venezuelans in Palo Alto. Venezuelans, Argentinians in Palo Alto. Well, it's a hub for them. It's just hard to get to Colorado. If you're going from the border, it's very hard to get to Colorado. You end up in Texas, or you end up you get sent to Chicago or New York, Florida.
Yeah, they sent a lot of them here too. Like we had like over 50,000 illegal immigrants move here in the past 3 years.
In the state of Colorado?
Yep, in Colorado.
How far is Aurora, Colorado from Denver?
It's like right next door. Like
it's next door.
15 minutes.
It was a suburb. It was like a suburb area, basically.
So I thought Aurora was like a couple hours drive from Denver. Denver. Yeah,
no, it's right next.
Denver's surrounded by rural areas.
Yeah, I know for a fact Denver International is way bigger than the airport we have here in Milwaukee, man.
Yeah, Denver International is like its own city.
Yeah, that makes sense because that's the best place to house a lot of them because
it's way out in the middle of nowhere. Like I'm from Denver, and when they built the airport in '95, we was like, "What the hell?" Because we used to have an airport in the city called Stapleton. It was named after a Klans member. And
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And they moved that airport out there, and we was like, "What the hell?" Because Stapleton hired a lot of black people. There's a lot of black people that worked at Stapleton. So when they
what's the population? What's the population? The black population now in Colorado?
Shit,
it was a large one. Going back in the 70s,
like
80s.
5% of the state. So like 200,000 maybe.
Hey, if you don't mind,
go ahead.
No, I'll let you finish. My bad.
Yeah, you from Milwaukee, brother. So what's the largest? Milwaukee has the largest black population. Am I correct?
Yep, damn right. Yep.
Milwaukee is up there.
Yep. Yep, and a lot of the FBAs in Milwaukee. Listen, man, a lot of the FBAs from Milwaukee, just like Detroit and Chicago. Most of our roots we come from Tennessee, Arkansas, Alabama, and Mississippi, the SIP, or as we call it, the SIP. Yep.
Are you familiar with the Outlaws?
You said the Outlaws.
Yeah. Not Tupac's group, but there's a radio show out of Milwaukee called Outlaw Radio.
Listen, I know a lot of believe it or not, for me to be as young as I am, for my generation, not to sound cocky, but I know a lot of different things, so sometimes they all get mixed up together. So but that does sound pretty familiar.
Well, I was tapped in with them for a minute, but they started getting on some Democratic shieldness, so I had to leave them alone.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hey,
one thing I noticed about a lot of these Democratic radio stations, they're trying to pivot back to the black grassroots. Yet they spend the last 10 years disrespecting us, telling us to vote. Oh, you vote for the president, but did you vote for your locals? Did you talk to your locals? Here it is. The last 4 years, you have black people, foundational black Americans, talking to these local politicians, and these local politicians literally getting in our faces, playing with our faces, and they have nothing to say. Not only that they have nothing to say, they told us literally after Trump became the president, you need to try to get the Democrats back in. Not even 4 weeks. I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, you have 4 years,
right?
And now you want us to do it again? Y'all want us to vote him out of office again when we did it in 2020?
They had 16 years, brother. They had 16 years. They had 16 years to do something specifically for us, and they completely decided to ignore us and prioritize illegal immigrants over us. And now they want us to go get our booties to the polls. Hell to the
especially with Obama. Obama damn well could have done something for us.
He could have did something. Man, when George Zimmerman got off, I was done. I was pretty much done, man.
Right, I was pissed. Man. I was like, what year was that when he got off? What was that?
2012, maybe
2023.
2013. Okay, I was like,
2013.
Yeah, he got put in August of 2012.
Was it 20?
Yeah, I was 20. I was 20 years old when that happened. Damn.
I started my YouTube channel after Trayvon Martin got killed.
So that's when the black media really started. Brother Philip Scott, He was literally the first person to call Obama. He got ostracized by a lot of people, and
Yeah, he
now
did.
over 1 million subscribers later, he's just sitting down just laughing at us like, "Yo, see, now you want to talk to me." So we got to get a huge salute to Brother Philip Scott, who paved the way for new black media
Yeah,
in
he
the
did.
social media streets.
Yeah.
Listen, to me, what really should have told y'all about Obama was when he threw his former pastor under the bus.
Oh
back in
yeah,
08.
Jeremiah Wright. Yep.
Yeah, Jeremiah Wright, because he was associated with Farrakhan. Farrakhan and Jeremiah Wright were very close. They were close for over years. This is before Barack Obama even became senator.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Sorry, my bad.
Go ahead.
And remember when I think it was one of the first races campaigns he ran up against Bobby Rush. Even though now I got issue with Bobby Rush, but that's another topic.
You're talking about the former Panther, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of Panthers, what happened to Birdsong? Is he in jail?
Nobody cares.
That clown.
Nobody cares. But yeah,
Nobody
you know,
cares.
the smartest Democrat to ever in the most recent years is Gavin Newsom, because the smartest thing he ever did was not run against Trump in 2024. They prepping him for 2028, but here's the problem. He needs black people to get him in office.
And he ain't gonna get it neither.
Harris lost because not enough black people voted for her. Everybody else that was not black voted against her.
Especially for black people, no. Vote for her.
They want them Latinos to vote for her, but them Latinos, they don't vote that way. And them Asians don't go out and vote like that. So they really want them Latinos to go out there and vote for her, but them Latinos in LA is different than them Latinos in Texas and Florida and all the other places. That's something they don't understand. And they're gonna figure that out during the midterms.
Yep. Asian people, they vote for the interest no matter the situation. So for when it came to Biden, they voted for Biden because they knew behind the scenes
They get
that
something out
Asian
the
hate crime
deal.
bill was coming. Asian hate crime bill was coming, and TAUREAN was the first to talk about that they're going to make a hate crime bill. TAUREAN said this back in April, I believe, and before when the pandemic was really rampant and everybody was left their jobs. So now you fast forward over a year later, the bill gets signed. And one thing I've noticed about the Asian community, they've been very outspoken, trying to play Cardo and try to play unity and get with black folks. And I'm thinking to myself, why do you keep involving black people in your conversations about something that you guys have endorsed for hundreds of years? White acceptance, white adjacency, you all endorsed all of that for over 200 years.
The model
over
minority.
150 years. Model minority, exactly. Now you want to talk about we denounce, like, man, get out of here.
And remember also that there was like something that had came out. I forgot what state it was in. They had revealed that a lot of Asian Americans, because there was always the stereotype about how intelligent they were, like how high their IQ level was and everything like that. But there was a story that had came out. I can't remember the state, where it revealed that the vast majority of them were cheating on these tests. Like,
yes,
California?
You did a video. You and Lisa Cabrera did multiple videos of that. Especially
was that California?
Was on her ass.
Yeah, go ahead.
California.
No, was that California?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know where it was. I can't remember what state it was at. It was in.
Yeah, but Lisa Cabrera was on that. She was on that story. I think one of the actresses, she wasn't Asian, but she was in a TV show called American Crime. She was the executive producer, and then one of her kids got caught, and she facilitated it. And I think she got indicted by the feds, and she got she got convicted. She pled no contest and got probation. Now, mind you, it was her and her daughter that was cheated on the exams. She facilitated. Now imagine that was Will Smith doing that for Jaden and Willow, even though both of them didn't go to college. They would have been on Will Smith's behind way worse than the slap. Is that?
Yeah.
Hey, I definitely remember the scandal that happened. That college admission scandal that happened a few years ago too.
Yeah, and everybody got slapped on the wrist.
Yep, everybody got slapped on the wrist. Right now, these people are using ChatGPT like it's no tomorrow. just making papers of 20 page papers. I literally see an Asian woman that I work with. He had to write a 20-page paper on study of her, which she's graduating for. Like I think she was doing psychology. Yo, she literally used ChatGPT and did all of that in less than 15 minutes.
She get caught?
No, I was watching her doing it. She has a ChatGPT filter where it blocks, so it goes from 100% AI to almost 100% human, and she has to edit it. So she pretty much was done with it. Like she told me everything, and we just reviewed it. I think to myself, this girl is literally cheating.
They might stop making them do them papers and stuff for real.
I mean, here's the thing though. In college, the main curriculum is papers. You have to do a paper. I mean, everybody who went to college know that. So now, if they stop that, that's really gonna hurt. It's really gonna hurt the curriculum. It's gonna make it even more easier for them.
Because I remember when I was in college and we had to do a senior paper. This was back in 2010. We had to do a senior paper, and it had to be like a minimum of 20 pages. Yeah, of course, that was back before ChatGPT was even a thing. And the one thing that they made sure that they had us do is that we could not put anything into that paper from Wikipedia.
Yep, nothing.
And you would have to
They were running through some site touring because I graduated in 2012. Yeah. They were running through a site, and the site would tell you if you were citing sources that you shouldn't have been citing, and Wikipedia was one of them.
Yeah.
Nowadays
it was probably it most likely was the same thing. Like they were running through something, and it would literally pick out if you pulled something from Wikipedia, and they didn't find anything. I think I ended up getting like a 92 on my paper because you had to do the paper, then you had to turn in drafts of it, that they would give you corrections, then you would go fix the corrections, then you would add more to the paper, then you would give it to them, and then they would like go over it and they would score it, they would get copies of it, then they would bind it. Then it came the day when you had to actually present the paper in front of them almost like a panel. And then they would grade you. It was a process. And mind you, we had to do all of that while still doing our classes in that. So it was like that second to last semester of my senior year, which was in 2010. That was a very busy time for me between my classes, doing that paper, and then I had an intern on top of that. It was a lot. Like it was to the point where people was like seeing me. If they could see me, you probably saw my dust kick up as if I was the Flash because I was constantly going from place to place. Yep. But then when that last semester of my senior year came, I literally did the minimum amount of credit hours. The minimum of credit hours you could do when I was in college was 12 credit hours. That was like a freshman's first semester. Yep. And I was doing that as a senior. And because basically what happened is I ended up doing almost like junior level college credit hours as a freshman, which my counselor had heavily advised that I do not do. She said, I can't stop you from doing it, but it could be a lot for you as a freshman. I said, nope. I said, because I see the end game. I see if I do all of this now, by the time I get ready to graduate, I won't have much left to do. So basically when my second semester came, my last year, like my graduating year in 2011, I had 12 credit hours. Most of those was electives. Yep. So literally, I had all of my major classes done with the exception of maybe one or two. I had to do an internship. Outside of those, everything else was electives. It got to the point where I would have one free day. I think it was maybe a Friday. So I always had a 3-day weekend. One of those days, I only had one thing to do, which was the internship, and I think that was on a Thursday. So literally Monday through Wednesday was a major class, electives. Thursday was one thing, which was my internship, and Friday was a free day. So that was like the laid back schedule right there. So it would be times where people would hardly ever see me towards the end of the week because I would just be chilling. I sometimes wouldn't come to the campus or whatever. The only time I came to the campus was when I had those electives.
Yeah, I know you enjoyed those free days too, didn't you?
Oh, most definitely. Like that was a chill day. Like that, I would just do it. Like, I mean, think about it. You have a 3-day weekend every week until you graduate.
That's lovely.
Yeah, that wasn't.
Go ahead.
That was in South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Oh yeah, but nowadays with the chat GTP, the finding ways to try to stop it. Thing is, this a lot of people can make AI vendors own version of chat. It's not the actual, but they can make their own AI vendors where they can help with their papers, and not only that, filter out any sites that can discover their cheating. And speaking of so wait, you went to Howard University, right?
No. I went to Benedict.
You went to Benedict. Okay, so what do you think about BTS's the K-pop band BTS's album when they was talking about the history of Howard University?
I was gonna do a video on it, but then I just decided not to. That's crazy. I actually have a, because I do deep dive Wednesdays, so I actually have a deep dive coming up, but it's not gonna happen until like towards the end of May. About K-pop and how they got like the history of K-pop and its relation to Black American music, like R&B and hip hop. So I have a whole, and by the way, that's my most technical deep dive I've done in the sense of how long it took me to edit it, because it was so many images and imagery I had to use for that one video. Like, the other ones are very simple for me. That one right there, I was like going in, adding things in, like even I had to go back and add things in that I didn't initially have. Like, it took me to record the video. It took me about 15 minutes maybe to record, but the editing took me over an hour. Like that video is so technical. And mind you, this is me using all images, like picture images with no video. If I had added video, it would have took even longer. I said, you know what? I'm not going to stress myself out with it. I said, y'all go and enjoy these images. So when y'all see it, that was my most technical one. And I kind of knew it was going to be a challenge because of the topic. It's a very interesting topic. And people don't realize that K-pop is not a brand new art form. K-pop has been around since the 90s at least. Yeah. It's just that it probably is. It's just that it got real popular in the 2010s, 2020s. But K-pop has been around. But K-pop has been around since the early 90s, going back to the New Jack Swing era. Like, it's been around that long.
Yeah.
With that,
go ahead, Spidey.
With that, would you count that artist who did Gangnam Style back in 2013 as K-pop? I don't know.
No, is he even a rapper? What is
that? No. That's more pop. That's probably like that's more like their style. Like that's like that techno pop EDM type of sound.
Yeah,
that's not K-pop is strictly them adopting a hip hop and R&B sound.
B style.
When you listen to Gangnam Style, that is not R&B and hip hop at all.
Nope.
Not
what's
even
that K-pop Demon Hunter thing.
None of these artists can actually sing. Yeah. I don't know how the hell these. I mean, one thing I know is about white people. White people is only supporting K-pop mainly because they doing the same thing white people do to Black music.
But you'll be surprised. But you'll be surprised. It's a lot of Black people that like K-pop artists, and that's only because when they hear it, they hear us. Like they hear like R&B artists and hip hop artists. They're literally doing if you listen to their beats and their production, it sounds like the early 2000s, late 90s, like stuff that Black artists have already done and moved past. So basically, they're picking up the leftovers and the crumbs from that era. And they're repackaging it to make this sound with K-pop. But like I said, K-pop is literally nothing but repackaged hip-hop and R&B that Black artists have already done.
Yeah. Right. I mean, the largest fandom in the K-pop for coming from Black folks is Black women, because you got to understand, a lot of Black women, and I'm not saying Black American women, I'm saying Black women just across the board, especially in Africa and the Caribbean, they actually been living in Korea, South Korea for decades. I know somebody from Ghana. She's been a teacher in South Korea for over 15 years. So you have to understand that the biggest fan base in the Black women. They be the ones who talk about K-pop the most on social media. When Black men talk about it, they call them out. Black women do it. They do it too, but they do it in a more compassionate way, which is it's okay for educational purposes. But they do be getting responses from Black rappers who say, "Yo, Stop with that D writing. You know what I'm saying? So, but
I remember a few years ago. I was watching. When I say a few years ago, I'm talking about. This was probably when I think the video came out when I was like maybe a senior in high school. So you're talking about between 06 and 07. It was a video that I saw. It was these two Japanese girls. They were living in Japan, and they had a thorough obsession with hip hop. Like, I mean, they had a very obscene, almost absurd obsession with hip hop to the point where they would get remember the time when girls back in those days used to get the hoop earrings that had their name on it. Like new from ATL, like that.
Right.
They would have those type of earrings. They would get those braids that the black girls would have back then, the one where it was kind of half braided and the rest of them was just the hair. They would have that, even to the point where they would make spray tanning appointments to go and get their skin to get their skin like bronze kind of color, but not to the point where they look burnt, but for them it would look natural. But if you remove that spray tan, they would be like bright, like almost pale. But they did all of that. They would listen to the music. They had the posters up on the wall. They would even dress like them. They would even do the slang like them. They would. The thing is, with the slip up was with how hard they tried to do the slang, because no matter how hard they tried to do the slang or try to talk with, what they call ebonics or AAVE, their accent would not be hidden because their accent was so thick. So it's like it's almost like they were glitching. That's the part where they kept slipping up right there. It was with that. So they dressed like in the hair, they got their skin, tan. But when they tried to talk, their accent would always slip through. Always.
It's actually called the Orungan era. It's pretty much a movement where, especially when it came to Japanese women, and it came back in the 90s, started in the 90s, when they were trying to emulate American styles, but end up Black American style. See, when they did try to do just white American style, it didn't went mainstream. When they started emulating Black Americans, it's when it went mainstream, especially 2004 to 2010. And now it's become a trend on a yearly basis in Japan. When you go to Shibuya, you see them all the time, especially in the late summer, early fall. So they've been doing this for years, and now
that's why I've always said. I've kept telling people. I said that Black Americans, we are the trendsetters of the world, and I stand firmly on. We are the Lowry seasoning salt, literally, of the globe. And you can't tell me you cannot tell me any different. No matter how hard people try and say that we're not, or they say that we have this type of culture and that type of culture. I said, well, for people that say we have this culture and that culture, y'all sure love it. I mean, y'all. Right. I think, and also I find it very interesting, especially when it comes to these tap dancers, is how they would love to get up here and talk about, the bastardized version of Black fatigue and Black culture and ghetto culture and all this, that, and the third, but they don't have nothing to say from the standpoint of the people who go out there and imitate and mock the culture. They have nothing to say to or about them. And it's like, who are you trying to protect at the end of the day?
You can't protect them at the same. You can't protect them knowing that what they're doing, because at the end of the day, you need Black people. The seller needs Black people in order for him to get ahead. Right. That's why Candace Owens was able to be in the position she was. We all know why she's in that position. She is not. And what's interesting is that white folks are actually mad at her. Why are you mad at her? You created this woman. You brought her on Fox News. You linked with Charlie Kirk. You
funded her.
Racist, the owner of TPUSA. I mean, she was associated with classmates.
She was attached to PragerU. She was attached to a lot of these white supremacist think tanks and groups, and that's it. She literally played hopscotch with them, and now she's doing the conspiracy theory thing. So
she's pretty much the leader of it now. It used to be Alex Jones, but now it's her. Because Alex Jones, he could do it. He can still do it, but that lawsuit with that tragic solution with him, it's honest. It's honest beyond. He's already facing delays on his payments, and he has to face a judge again with that. So it's bad for Alex Jones, but that's his dumb ass part.
Right. Hey, since we were on the topic of music, I have to raise this question. Since we're a month out, how well does everybody think that the Michael movie gonna do?
And I already got my Smooth Criminal suit right now with the hat, white shoes. I'm about to go in.
Some of his music was gonna go back into the top 10.
And most likely,
well over $1 billion, definitely well over $1 billion.
I will say this: the one issue that I have with the movie and when it's going to be released is it's going to be released at around the 10-year anniversary of Prince's demise. That's my only issue.
I mean, the first part's coming out in April, right? So they're trying to be the second part. I think they're trying to do the second part between September and December. I'm not sure, or maybe next year. But
I would say August.
3 hours and 30 minutes long. So
I would say August because that's around
too much
his
Michael's life, man.
But I don't know if anybody would
it's
like
too much of it. They need to do the whole thing perfect. And right now, I'm seeing it's patiently being done methodically. And I got to give a huge shout out to the director Antoine Fuqua, the director of Training Day, putting this work. So
and the Equalizer.
And Equalizer. He gonna get an Oscar for Best Director. Coleman Domingo's gonna get an Oscar for his performance. Just a trailer. Yeah, give this guy an Oscar. He deserves it. Joe Jackson. And speaking of which,
I'm definitely I'm very much that's my most anticipated movie of the year thus far. Like I've said that when I first learned that they was making the movie, and I said, you know what? And when I saw the trailer, and then I was looking at like the behind the scenes stuff, I said, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this. As a matter of fact, they did the advanced screenings, to go see it on the 22nd. It comes out on the 24th, but to see it on the 22nd, I made sure to get mine, and it's a good thing I did, because the theater I'm going to, and at the time I'm going, it's practically like 90% full. Like it's almost completely sold out. And then I saw that they're showing this movie in almost every format, like they're like in every premium format. So this movie's going to make a lot of money domestically, but I have the strongest feeling the push is going to be internationally, especially over in China, because
China, yes.
I said that this movie is going to have a big international pull for sure. Yeah. I keep teasing people. I said, "Are y'all ready for?" I keep telling people. I said, "Y'all ready for the Michael Jackson concert next month?" They'd be like, "Taurian, what Michael Jackson concert?" I said, y'all are slow on the uptake. Y'all don't get what I'm saying. But before we go any further, I gotta bring somebody else up. But before I bring them up, I gotta play the intro.
Heed my command and reclaim these relics of hatred.
Hey, happy birthday,
Miss Nisi.
Happy early birthday, Miss Nisi.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, family on the panel and family in the chat. Hello, Taurian. How you doing, boo-boo?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm fine. I want my song.
Oh my damn.
My voice isn't where it needs to be to do a song.
Listen, I don't care about your voice. You singing to me with love, so start singing.
Uh-oh. Let me mute my mic.
Don't mute your mic. Are you still waiting on the song?
Yes,
she waiting, Taurian. Chop chop.
Why do I gotta do it?
All right, I'll let you off the hook this time.
Okay.
Don't
worry, because I do plan on doing the Black Music Month thing again. We're gonna do all the singing there. You remember the Black Music Month thing we did last year?
Yes.
I do plan on doing it again this year, but it's gonna be a little bit different. But you'll find that out at the end of May when I put the information out about that. It's gonna be slightly different than how it was last year, but it's still gonna be all fun the same exact way as it was. That was a fun stream. If y'all missed that,
yes it was.
If y'all missed the Black Music Month stream, you can go look at the playback of it on Rumble. But that Black Music Month stream that we did last year, first of all, It was a long stream. It was a
6
very long
hours.
It
stream.
was almost
Yeah,
6 hours.
It was
over
about
6
6
hours.
hours. It was about 6 hours. Like, it was a long stream, but we
But
had fun with that stream.
it was fun. It was very, very nice. I loved it.
Yeah.
That was kind of around the time I was kind of off the grid a little bit because I had some personal stuff going on.
Well, hopefully you'll be on the grid when we do it again. It's going to be in June.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna probably do it a little bit earlier because I didn't realize it was gonna run that long. I said if I knew that, I would have started it earlier in the afternoon. So I think last year I started around 6. We didn't get off in there until like after 12. That's how long we was on there for. But
happy
we had
birthday,
fun.
Miss Nisi. I'm still out and about.
Thank you.
But I think like because we had so much fun with it, time was like irrelevant. But still at the same time, I'll probably start it earlier in the day, maybe about 3 o'clock, so it won't feel like, we'll still have some time. It kind of reminds me of, and I'm gonna put this out there, and I'm sure all of you up here can remember because we're all of a certain age. Do y'all remember back in the day, like especially more so in the 90s, when you would go, like when you would just go to they would have random cookouts, like on a Saturday afternoon. It would just be a random cookout. It didn't even have to be anything special. It could have been a birthday, an anniversary. A lot of times it was a birthday, but we would always have those cookouts that happened around like 2 o'clock, like literally, or a family reunion. I miss those times. I really do. Like
I got something for you, Torian, pen on the chat.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm probably too young, probably don't remember, but when I was growing up, I remember the block parties, the rent parties.
Yeah, my parents would tell me about the block parties. My mother, she would go see and visit her sister who lived in New York, and she was saying like they would literally have the barricades and they would block it off from one end of the block to the next, and they would have a block party. We would have a block party when I was in college too. We had block parties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, block parties were fun. Also, the house party. We had house parties.
It was where is that?
The only thing about a house party though is that it's so many people that you got to turn the air on because it would get so hot. But the thing is, it was so many people they blocked the vent, so it didn't matter. If you
you throw open the windows and the doors, because and I remember for my 17th birthday party, we were still living up in the apartments, and it wasn't that big to this day. I don't know how we got 100 people in that apartment, but we did.
Yeah,
including the DJ, and everybody rotated in and out, dancing, go outside, smoke their cigarette or whatever, eat. Go back in, dance some more. We had a good time.
Yeah. When I was in college and we had the block party. Well, this thing traveled, and the reason why is because it kept getting shut down. So I remember when they had sent out the invites and everything. I got one, and a lot of other people did as well. And it started off at a Holiday Inn, like it was, and I never seen a Holiday Inn be structured like this. Because usually when we go to a Holiday Inn, it's like a regular standard hotel and everything like that. But it was like every section had its own room. Like it was like cornered off. I don't know what it's called, but it was like every section had its own room around the campus of where it was at, and it was a pretty big campus. And we had our own little section, our own room. It was like separated. It wasn't attached to anything. And it was pretty spacious. It had an upstairs. You had the living room area, the kitchen, and everything. And it was a house party, but it was a toga party too. So we right as everyone was starting to get there and was really starting to get popping, it got shut down because of a noise ordinance. So somebody called and complained and got shut down. So then we left from there, and then we went to another location that got shut down because, again, another noise complaint. Then it's like, okay, we got to find another location. We got all these people. We got food. We got music. We got a DJ and everything. We finally ended up landing on the off-campus apartment, and finally the party was able to thrive. So we literally traveled with that party like the multiple locations, and we finally nested on the third one. I guess you could say third times really is the charm, but we had such a good time. I remember it too. It was back in 2009. It was back in 2009. It was the second semester of my sophomore year, and it happened probably about a month before the semester was over and we went home for the break.
Oh, okay, that sounds cool.
Yeah. We had a very good time. The next time we did something like that was in 2010 after we did and presented our senior paper. We needed that kickback because we went through it that whole semester working on that paper. So we had a kickback at somebody's apartment. Now this apartment, they actually paid rent they paid rent. So we had went there, and this is how we knew that this party was going to be lit. The entry fee was not money. The entry fee was we had to take a shot of Patron.
Oh Lord!
Damn!
Like to get inside the house, like it was somebody there. They had the Patron right there, and they made sure, and you had to take the whole shot. And that was your entry into the party. And I remember it was a lot of people, and we all took them shots. And we went in, and they had like multiple. They even had a whole weed room. I think I must have hit every room that was in there. But then we realized we come in here, we about to do all this drinking and all this smoking, and we didn't eat anything. So me and about 6 other people packed inside of a car. Like we packed in that car, and we drove down the street. It was a McDonald's, and we went to the drive-through. And we went to the drive-thru, and we had to have ordered at least $30 worth of food. Now you got to think about this. Like that was a lot of food. Yeah. We ordered all that food, and we literally drove back and we was eating it. Like I highly suggest to no one do what we did. Don't drive and eat at the same and drink at the same time. We weren't drinking. We were not. It was not alcohol. We just had regular drinks. Like it was like like soda or juice or something like that. Or tea. And then we got back to the party. When we got back there, it was way more people there. Then we all kind of sat around in a circle, and they had another Patron bottle. So what they did was we literally played a game of pass the bottle around. So we all took a cap. And the thing is, we all took a cap size full, not a shot size full, a cap size full of that Patron, all around in a circle until that bottle was pretty much damn near empty. I think we only got to halfway to the bottom. We didn't get all the way to the bottom, but even halfway is a lot. Mind you, the circle only had about 10 of us in it. So that thing passed me around a few times. It came my way a few times. After that, now I'm starting to feel it a little bit, but I'm not all the way there yet. Then I went into the weed room and did my thing. I did a couple times, And then I went.
We grown.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah, exactly. We hey, listen. I was like 21, so we went in that room. Oh hell yeah! Hit it a couple of times, then left out of that room. Everything's now a haze. But then this is where they got us. They made some type of a drink that involved a strawberry jam something. It was sweet, but it was one of the things that sneak up on you because it was sweet. And I drank a little bit of that, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I said, "This is it." I said, "This is it right here." I felt like Fred Sanford. I said, "This is the one." I was like, "This is the one right there." I went into the bath. I went into the restroom, and I had looked myself in the mirror and was thinking to myself, "What the hell have I gotten myself into?" I was like, now I'm like really like I was like, now I want to ask that question after all of this has already passed. And it got to the point where one of my friends, they got so lit that they had fell on the floor and ended up that same drink that I was telling you about. They dropped it and it landed on the girl's wall. Mind you, she has white painted walls, so it landed right on her wall. I bet not only on her wall, but it fell on her carpet too.
God!
So she was like, hold up. She was like, hold the fuck up. She said, cut the music. She's like, cut the music. She said, "Drunk got that shit on my wall and my floor." She's like, "Nah, you gonna have to go. I don't give a damn how high or drunk you are. You gonna go in there and get a sponge, and you are going to." You remember? What movie is that? What movie is that? I'm trying to think what movie it is. American Gangster.
Yeah, American Gangster.
Oh yeah. About the alpaca. He said, "You black that shit. You black that
shit." Yeah. So like, and that's exactly what she did. And the thing is, surprisingly, she was scrubbing hard, and she got that stain out. Like I was surprised and got it off the wall too. But you know, you got to do it in a certain amount of time before it sets in. So like she was scrubbing hard. Like she got it and got that out to the point where the stain, you couldn't even notice the stain was there. It was just wet right there. And then we went back to having our time. I mean, when I tell you, if I had the people that was there at the time in front of me right now, we could tell that story to the end of time. Like that party was off the damn chain.
Sound like it.
Hey, all right, family, I got a quick story to tell. And like I said, we's family. I've been, y'all know I live in West Virginia.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
It was a small plane crash. I think it was 79, 80, something like it was early 80s. And the plane had weed. Well, some of the homies up on the hill heard what happened. The weed scattered. Put it to you like this. Everybody was lit the summer of 1980.
Okay.
Everybody was lit because they flew up to the airport to get that shit.
I would have too.
Right. I would have been right there with him.
Hey, Torian, I gotta ask this. How did it ever get cold in South Carolina? Because I know it's always warm in South Carolina.
It actually surprisingly snowed a couple of times while I was there. You want to know what's so crazy? Yeah, the first time it did, I want to know what's so funny, and it's funny how this all played out. So the first time for me down there that I experienced snow was the day that Barack Obama got inaugurated the first time. It actually did snow that day, and I remember they had played they had the inauguration playing in the gym, so we went into the gym and was watching it, and it snowed that day. And it goes back to that saying, remember they said the day a black president gets elected, hell will freeze over, and ironically, the day he officially got in office, it snowed. So I thought it was actually interesting that happened. The second time that it happened was maybe like a year later. Now this one was a bigger snowstorm. Like it snowed like as if it was here where I'm at or where Miss Nisi is at. It snowed like that. I'm talking about thick flakes falling out the sky. It was some accumulation. I think it was about 3 inches, which is a lot for that state in that city. And they shut the city down. We didn't have classes the next day. And so it was enough to throw a snowball, and there were snowball fights to be had. So it did snow. I remember, speaking of snowball fights, I remember the end of my freshman year of college. It was the very end. It was probably maybe the last week of April, which was the week before graduation for the upperclassmen or the seniors that were graduating. We had a campus-wide water fight.
Oh boy.
We had a campus-wide water fight. You had people who had buckets of water. You had people who had water balloons. People came out with them giant super soakers. It was like people was done with finals. We was just looking for something to do. And I have the strongest feeling the freshmen implemented that one. I have a feeling our class did it. Like we came in strong. Like we came in heavy. And like it was the whole campus was involved. I know them, and I think it was a Saturday too. So there's no classes. And I'm sure like it ended up getting shut down because people was throwing the water balloons at the buildings. But it lasted for like a good hour though. A lot of ground got covered in that hour that we had that water fight. But that was fun. Another time we had snuck into it was one of the offices that was under the library, and we played hide and seek in there. Well, someone, I don't know who did it. They put some baby oil on the floor, and then the campus security has showed up, and we knew it was them because we saw the flashlight and it had the laser on it, and we was running up out of it, and man, we all slipped and bust our ass. We got out of there, but we like with all the adrenaline that we had to run through that pain. But we woke up and was like, some people have probably had a bruise on their ass or something like that when they got up the next day. But I remember like that happened. We had some good. I had some good times when we was in undergrad. I can honestly say my college experience was definitely one for the books. And don't get me started on Halloween. Halloween, oh my God. Halloween was another story in and of itself. We used to have this place called 5 Points. And the crazy part about it is you had my school, and then there was another school, which was another HBCU right across the street from it. And then you had USC, which was the PWI, like down the road. And it was one particular Halloween, the Halloween of 2008. We went down there. That's when all the bars would be open. That's when the bars made a lot of their money. Between Halloween, St. Patrick's Day, Cinco de Mayo, any time that involved a lot of drinking is when those bars made a lot of money. And we went down there.
Not the holidays?
Any holiday where they can make money off of drinking, that's when they made their money. Halloween being one of the bigger ones. And we went down there, and I remember, I forgot the name of the bar, but they had discounted drinks. I remember some of my classmates, they were trying to be slick and steal money out of the tip jar because they had no money to pay for no drinks, so they were stealing money out of the tip jar. Then they ended up moving the tip jar so they couldn't get it. But we did that. But me and a friend of mine, we still cool to this day. We were so drunk that we knew we was not going to make it back to that campus because we walked down there because it was walking distance. But see, the thing is, the way to get the 5 points, it was on an angle. So we had to walk down to get there. But see, the problem was walking back because it was like, now let's put it this way. We were so lit that a casual walk back to the campus felt like we was hiking up a mountain. Like it was like we had to lean on each other. We both lit. Thankfully, her cousin came, and he had a truck, and he picked both of us up, him and some of his friends, and then they took us to McDonald's, and then took us back to the campus. Yeah, I had some good time. If y'all was friends with me on Facebook, you could see the pictures from those times, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I even got videos up there from when I was in college up there, like. You'll probably, if you're not friends with me on Facebook, you'll never see him.
Yeah, I got another double-parted question for you, Torian, collegiate related. So number one, what was your rival? What was your school's sports rivals? And number two, which was a better experience, the football or the basketball games?
Okay, our rival was Claflin. Claflin University was our rival. And when it came to the football games were fun because the football program was so good. It still is very good. And we always like to see, especially halftime, to see what the band was going to do. Our band was phenomenal, still is. Homecoming is always a great thing, for sure. But that basketball games, especially when they played Claflin, was another level of lit because we would go to the basketball games, but probably not in droves like we would go to the football games. But when they played our rival, we would pack that whole gym out. It was like not an empty seat. And I remember one time when we was playing Claflin, we did a wave, like how they do the wave at the sporting events. Yeah. And we had a wave that lasted for at least 5 minutes. And anyone knows that's a long time to do that wave. And we did the regular wave. We did a slow motion wave. We did this rapid fire wave. I wish I would have recorded that. I would have pulled that video up and y'all would have been able to see it because I would have put it right on my Facebook. But yeah, whenever they played our rival for basketball, that was always lit. But when we had our football game, no matter who they played, those were always gained a lot of people. But like I said, homecoming was the one for sure where we had a lot of participation around the football games for sure.
Hell yeah.
Well, Torian, you got any TV shows you can recommend? Because I now that we finish up Cross, I ain't got nothing to watch.
I'm currently, actually, it's a couple of shows that I'm watching. You probably wouldn't watch them though. I'm watching the new season of Daredevil Born Again just started, so I'm watching that. I'm also watching the current season of Invincible. I think it's season 4 that's on now. But it's a lot of shows like that are coming back on next month, like The Boys. The last season of The Boys comes on next month. I'm also looking forward to the last season of Euphoria. That's coming on next month. So it's a lot of shows that are coming out that I am looking forward to that's on now and that's coming on next month. But like Miss Nisi said, Cross has been renewed for season 3. So we will be continue to engage in conversation about that.
Let's continue to push for Addis Hodge to be the new Black Panther.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, guys, I wanted to apologize for the echo y'all may have heard.
You fine.
I'm back home now.
Okay.
You fine. We ain't hear nothing. We didn't see nothing.
Right. It was probably more on my end.
I ain't see nothing.
Hey, understood. You know, I have something of a college story myself. If anyone cares to know about it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Actually, it involves one of the classes I took. It was a dance ensemble for Coppin State University, and one of my classmates shared with me, like, just be wary of the wardrobe malfunction that always happens during these final exams. I was like, what wardrobe malfunction? And I just happened to witness one, and I said, okay, let me make sure this doesn't happen to me. Lo and behold, when I took the final exam at our auditorium, how come I did everything in my power not to have a Carlton Banks wardrobe malfunction?
Ooh.
Yeah. And my mother just happened to be in attendance. So I was like, you know what? Let me just hold these together. So I managed to make it through without it happening. But yeah, it was something.
Glad you made it through, big dog.
Let me go ahead and acknowledge the super chat. Shout out to Janesta for the 2. She said, B1 Taurian and everyone, and happy birthday, Miss Nisi.
Wallow J, I got a question for you. Since you live in North Carolina, this might sound like a random question, but what's y'all's top fruit producer, or what's the top produce when it comes to fruit in that state?
It would depend on probably where you stay at, because it really does depend on where you stay at. Like where I'm at, I'm on the eastern part. I'm like closer toward the beach. I'm not near the beach. I'm like how about 2 hours from the beach? But I would say the top fruit over here probably will be either apples or it might be most likely apples, because oranges is more like a Florida thing. It's more like apples and stuff like that where I'm at.
Green or red?
Yeah. Because from what I read, y'all kind of known for strawberries, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, apples, strawberries, watermelons. Watermelon season about to start back up now. So I mean, watermelons, strawberries. That'll probably be the main. Well, yeah, those 3.
Green or red apples?
Hey, Wallow.
Yes, Miss Nation.
Is Fort Bragg still open?
Who?
Fort Bragg, the military installation.
Oh yeah. It's still open. It's still near Fayetteville. I mean, Fayetteville, but Fayetteville, yes, it's still open.
Okay.
Wow.
No, I was just curious, because that was my last duty station.
Yeah, it's still up. It's still up.
As always, thank you for your service.
Yes, Miss
You're
Nation.
welcome.
Yes,
You're
ma'am.
welcome. And
Salute
thank
to
you,
you.
Jesus. I'm too old.
I just thought about it. Dan, thank you, Spider, for you just brought up my state. Taurian, guess who did an interview within the last week?
Who's that?
That fat neck bastard, Mark Robinson.
I was about to ask. Wallow, it's so funny that you brought him up. I was about to ask about him. Where has Buffalo Belly been?
Right.
He been in hiding. He did an interview. I don't know. I think it was with a local affiliate in Raleigh talking about his political campaign because they had asked him in an interview. Well, I think he was going to not in this interview, but like another particular interview since he had failed to become governor. They were like, "Well, are you going to run for Senate?" He was like, "Nah, I ain't running for Senate." I'm like, "Please don't.
Please.
Don't. No, we don't need you. You too much of an embarrassment." He got his ass whooped, by the way. I don't think he knows about it, but he got his ass whooped in the election. He lost really bad. He lost by like 15 points. Oh, bastard! That fuck. Okay, no, stop. Okay.
You know what I find?
Politicians have been getting bodied in these past elections.
Well, you know what? Funny we ain't heard Dilly Squat from Reggie Crockett.
Oh yeah.
Nah, we don't. If she quiet right now, she'll pop back up.
But the super mayor, she running in Georgia.
I heard she running as a Republican now.
Yep.
Who's this?
The super mayor. Remember the super mayor in Dalton?
Tiffany, was it Tiffany Hink? Tiffany Hink, right?
Oh God, you mean she ain't in jail?
She ran to Georgia.
Yeah.
What did Kendra say? Run to Atlanta when you need a check balance?
Yeah.
She ran to. I said, everybody's run to Atlanta. Jesus Christ!
Hey, before you know it, Valentina Gomez might run to Georgia.
Oh Lord!
Oh, don't tell KG
that. Hey, Wallow, how you like y'all's governor? If you don't mind me asking.
He all right for right now. He all right. He's part of the small hat community, but yeah, he all right.
Of course, that's part of the reason why Buffalo Belly lost because he attacked them.
Yeah, I mean he won't go win anyway. Everybody know the South is the South.
Mm-hmm.
It's always gonna be true to his roots. He was never gonna win. Maybe as a Democrat, but I highly doubt he was gonna happen. I don't even know who they're gonna run. Shoot, I don't know who they're gonna run in 28. That's gonna be the biggest question because the lieutenant gov, both of the lieutenants are Democrats. So I don't know who they're gonna run.
Well, family, I'm getting ready to drop off, but I'll leave with this statement: repeat, defeat, 2026.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yeah. Enjoy your birthday tomorrow.
Yeah. Shout out to Miss Nisi for coming up.
That's right, Doc Spencer. We all known for that tobacco too.
Yeah. So of course, like I don't know if y'all saw the poll that I put up on my community tab a couple of days ago. Well, I finally broke down and actually created the TikTok account.
Oh, you did?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I posted 2 of them up there so far. They actually did pretty good. The algorithm over there is different because I was not expecting to get that much traction for those videos. I think right now, for the last time I look, I think I'm at like 20-something followers. Over there, I only have 2 TikTok videos so far. Huh?
Are you Torian Rain Reloaded on Twitter?
On Twitter or on TikTok?
You talking about TikTok or Twitter?
I was talking about TikTok.
I'm gonna follow you on TikTok.
Yeah, just be careful over there, man. TikTok is another frontier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was dead set against it, like initially to not do or create it, but I said, you know what? Let me go ahead. I just broke down and made it. So
isn't Afro and ZZ over there too on TikTok?
Yeah, they over there. They're over there. Listen, them lives, though the playbacks anyway, are so crazy. More so when the people be coming up there acting and talking crazy.
Yeah.
I had told Afro because I talk to Afro every now and then, like we have each other's numbers, and I had called them to tell him. I said, Afro, I broke down and created the TikTok, and I said I'd be like looking into like your lives, and I said some of the people that be coming up on there and talking, I said you better than me, because if anyone came up there and was talking crazy on my panel like that, I would just like let them say what they got to say and then just remove them You know, like I wouldn't even engage with the back and forth. I say, y'all know me, and I've actually done it before. Like people come up there and like try to troll, and I just let them say what they say, and just remove them, and then after that, I block them. Mm-hmm. Now you can go and talk to yourself. But I guess, you know, like it's insane. But I said it's good now because then whenever he has another one, if I want to be a part of it, I can. Because that's the thing. On TikTok, if you want to like watch the lives, you have to have a TikTok account. Like you can click on it while they're live, but you won't be able to hear anything. Like they're gonna say, "Oh, sign in" or something like that. But now I can. But now if I click on there, I can actually go there. It kind of reminds me of those Twitter Spaces.
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember when I made a TikTok account. But I removed it off my app last year. Mm-hmm. And if you didn't remove your account, whenever you see your TikTok live, more than likely they'll pre-install the app again just because you have the account. This happened on my phone.
Torian, my lady wanted to let you know the new season of From is coming.
I have not seen one episode of that show. I mean, I've heard good things about it, but I've never watched one episode of it.
Oh, God, it's crazy.
I got a question. Anyone in here watch Invincible?
Yeah, I watch it.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on season 4 so far?
The last episode was more of a filler. I didn't really care for the last episode. The first 3 episodes I liked, but the fourth one wasn't good. It did not keep my attention at all. Like I'm gonna be.
What's your favorite season, Joseph?
My favorite, honestly, 2 and 3.
2 and 3.
Yeah,
mine was definitely 3. I didn't really like 2 because I didn't like them breaking the season up like that, and I think that's what took me out of it. I don't know why they thought they needed to do that, but season 3 was for me my favorite season so far.
Yeah, I gotta catch up. It'll be all right though.
Torian, have you seen The Beauty yet?
The what?
The Beauty.
What? I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I know what that is.
It's a Ryan Murphy FX.
Oh, The Beauty. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, that shit is crazy too.
That shit is crazy.
That whole thing crazy. That whole season crazy.
Oh, and shout out to the review on They Will Kill You. I had no idea that movie came out. It almost looked like something you would see on one of those horror apps like Shudder or something else.
That movie was crazy. the trailer for that movie did not do it justice because, like I said in my review, I was not expecting it to take the turn that it did. But I'm glad that the trailer didn't reveal anything that would have alluded to what happened in the movie. But yeah, that movie was crazy.
Oh, get ready for another Mummy remake, except this time it won't be sci-fi. They're actually going to return to its horror roots.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, hey, how does everybody think that Scary Movie 6 is gonna do?
I'm definitely
I'm ready for that.
I'm glad because the Wayans are back at the helm. So like that's what's making me want to go and watch it. And I'm glad they finally put Kim in the movies.
Oh, they put Kim
because she was never in any of the other ones. So they finally have her in this one. And I've always said Kim was funny. I remember when she was like, back on In Living Color, and of course she did In the House, and I always thought she was very funny. And I was always wondering why they never had her in any of the scary movies. Maybe that was her decision not to be in them. But I'm glad that she's going to be in this one. And I'm just glad that the Wayans are like back in control because they are that franchise. Like literally that franchise does not move without them. And I remember watching that interview that Marlon had did on Club Shay Shay, where he was talking about that shady stuff that Harvey Weinstein did to get them up out of there and basically hijack their IP. And that's why after the third scary movie, it just went downhill. So
what was the last one?
Like 5, wasn't it 5? Scary movie 5.
The last, like what year did it come out? I can't remember.
I think 06.
Let me see.
06.
2013.
Oh, 13.
Damn.
Thanks,
yeah. Yeah, that was the last. That was the last one.
My lady said you fight fast, Torian.
Oh, hey, listen. I took a keyboarding class when I was in high school. We learned them home row keys: ASDF, JKL, semicolon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The thing about Scary Movie 6 is, you know, I like how the Wayans brothers, they not, you know, they're gonna make fun of everybody. Just don't make fun of the black community. Make fun of every damn body.
Oh yeah, they're
gonna do that shit.
They are very indiscriminatory. So yeah, like that's why they said at the end of the movie every line will be crossed. Like, and the thing is, that's the kind of comedy that I like. That's that dark comedy. I love that type of comedy when it goes into that realm, because think about it. Like, look, we just talked about, look at what recently happened, you know, with Drewski and the skit that he did. They are so upset about that. I said, y'all upset about that. Y'all might not want to go see Scary Movie 6.
Right.
Because if that's going to offend you, I can only imagine how they're going to feel about that. They are not cutting any corners, and it's like, it's good that I was able to go back and look at the trailer again and pick up the references that they had in there. And that's it. They worked fast, because it's like y'all managed to get and incorporate Sinners and Weapons into that movie, and both of those movies aren't even a year old. I said that's crazy how y'all was able to work so fast to incorporate those movies in there. So I was like, when did they start filming this? They had to have started filming this probably like in the third quarter of going into the fourth quarter of last year. Like, that's crazy.
Maybe earlier than that. You know, Spidey, I'm glad you're back. I want to hear your thoughts on the Brand New Day trailer for Spider-Man.
Okay, you might be mad at me for saying this. I have not watched that trailer yet.
Oh, wow.
Greetings, everyone.
What's going on, Xavier?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm good. B1 to the family.
B1.
How y'all doing?
So B1.
I'm good, bro. Nah, I really wanted to jump in on this Scary Movie stuff. I'm so excited for it. Like, I haven't been this excited in a while. It looks like it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, I can't wait for it's some people that I'm in a group chat with, and we like see, like, sometimes we'll see movies and stuff like that. I told them, I said, there's quite a few things we gonna be seeing as a group this year. We need to draw out a list, and Scary Movie 6 is on that list. So I definitely can't wait to go see it, because like I said, I've been yearning for a movie like that for quite some time, and I'm just glad that the Wayans have taken the reins back, and then it can get back to its roots.
Torian, when is it supposed to drop?
I think June 6th, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, just in time for
June. So it's coming out in the summer.
Okay.
Also, did anybody see the? Oh, sorry to cut you off.
Into Doc Spencer, he was asking, has Professor Blacc been on vacation? He took a hiatus. I don't know if you saw it, but he went on a 2-week hiatus, but he's coming back. Like, he made a post about it, I think a couple days ago. He's going to come back, I think tomorrow. Like, he's going to start back up tomorrow, because he usually always does this. He always usually takes a break right before April, because April is considered New Black Media Appreciation Month. So he always takes that break right before, and he comes back right as April gets ready to come in. So he's going to be back most likely tomorrow. Because I had people. I'm glad that I saw that comment. I had people literally on Instagram, even on Patreon, asking me. They was like, Torian, have you heard from Professor Black Truth? Is everything okay? I was like, he's okay. He literally, I said, have y'all been watching his Moment of Truth? He literally said in his last one that he was going to take a 2-week hiatus. But they was reaching out to me like it was a secret, or like, you know, he didn't make an announcement that he was, you know, going to take a break. But yeah, he's good. Like, he's fine. He put a post out there on his community page, I think yesterday or maybe the day before. It was this week that he's going to start back up this week coming up. So yes, he's fine. He'll be back. He'll be back this upcoming week.
He must got something pressing, because initially he said he was going to take a hiatus until April 1st. But he said he would cut back in if he needed some pressure.
If it was a story that he wanted to talk about, like really talk about, then he'll like throw a video in there and he'll go back into the hiatus, which he has done. before, but we know for certain that when April comes in, he's going to be all the way back in. But he does this like every year. So like, you know, when I see the post, I'm like, okay, so he's about to do the hiatus.
I remember the last time he did it, he recommended you, Lisa, and Mad Black TV.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, he's good. Like, to everyone asking, he's fine. Like, just make sure that y'all got the notifications turned on, and when you see it pop back up, then you know.
When he comes back, it's full speed ahead. I can't wait.
But he has been, but also too. But see, the thing is also, if you're on Twitter, you'll know he's active because he does tweet. Like, he does put out tweets on Twitter. Like, I have seen him actively post on Twitter while he was on the hiatus. He just wasn't uploading any videos on YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Xavier.
No, I was just gonna ask. Sorry to veer off course. I was gonna ask before I cut you off. If y'all have seen the Harry Potter series trailer and what you think about it.
Well, I already know what the usual suspects think about it when they saw Snape. I already knew what they was gonna say about that. I mean, they already made that clear when they casted it. I said, I'm just gonna wait and see what the show is, because for those of y'all who don't know, I do like the Harry Potter movies. I'm glad they turned this into a show, because I know with the books, when it comes to adaptations, you cannot put everything into the movie because the movie will be too long. And I'm glad that they turned it into a series where now they can put things that was in the movie, but also incorporate things into the show that was not in the movies, like stuff that's coming directly from the book. And to my knowledge, if the show, of course, is successful, I believe every season is probably going to be a book, which would make the most sense. I think the one movie that I didn't like was the Half-Blood Prince, and the reason being is because they didn't really explain why Snape was considered the Half-Blood Prince. They just kind of revealed. They just kind of revealed it, and it was like, oh, okay, well, all that build up, and this is what they do. Okay, but I still don't know why he's called that. But you know what? If I read the book, I would know. But still, to see it on screen and not have it there, I would have been disappointed as the reader. So I'm glad that they're turning it into a show so they can fill in the gaps that wasn't in the movie.
Exactly. Honestly, my pet peeve. Sorry to cut you off, but my pet peeve with the movie. I've always hated the movies. I think I only like 3 out of the 7 or 8 of them. That's the first one, the Prisoner of Azkaban, and I think Goblet of Fire. Those were the ones that were closest to the source material. All the other ones were just like, and I absolutely hated Order of the Phoenix because how do you fuck up the fight, the greatest fight of the century, Dumbledore versus
Voldemort.
That fight in the book, describing it in the book, was amazing. And they dropped the ball completely. It was like,
like I said, that's why I'm glad they have the show, because then they can go more in depth with that. So it boils down to is that people are going to have to watch it. The ratings are going to have to be there, because that's a lot of ground to cover. Like you said, there's like 7 books, so that's 7 seasons. Of course, it's going to span over 7 years because you got to take time to film, edit, and production, and all of that stuff. So let's hope that it's successful, and then we'll just go from there. Joseph, was you about to say something?
Yeah, and really, I'm asking this question for anyone who was born and grew up in the 80s. Cartoons like He-Man, Masters of the Universe. What are your thoughts of them doing a second hand at a remake of Masters of the Universe from the trailer?
Well, you said people that grew up in the 80s. I was born in 89, so that disqualifies me.
Yeah, I was a late 80s baby myself. 87.
Yeah, 87 too. Shout out to my 87 brothers.
I'm a 92 baby, so I definitely don't count.
Damn.
I definitely don't count. I was born in 01, so
the year I graduated. That's crazy.
Oh wow!
I graduated high school.
Going into high school in 2001.
You're younger than my brother, my little brother, actually.
Wow. Well, that omits that, but I think this summer might be interesting as far as movies, especially
the trailer for He-Man actually looks good. I
Well,
saw
you should
the
go.
trailer.
Well, when you like, if you go see it, you know, report back to us and let us know how it is. Because I will most likely not watch it, mainly because I don't know too much about He-Man other than the He-Man character and of course Skeletor, and that's only because I keep calling Ann Coulter that. But
understood.
but yeah, that's pretty. Like, I don't know too much about it. I know Idris Elba. I know he's in it, but other than that, I don't know too much about that to give my.
You never
take
watched
on it.
You never watched the Hanna-Barbera cartoons with He-Man?
Mm-mm.
Oh wow, I am old.
Oh, hey, join the club. But
The
yeah.
trailer looks good though. It looks good.
Okay. Supergirl and Spider-Man around the same time.
I am looking forward to Spider-Man. I am looking forward to Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man. Yes,
Spider-Man's
there's a
gonna
lot
be-
of good
yeah,
movies coming out this year.
Yeah. Like I said, y'all gonna be mad at me for saying this. I still have not seen that Brand New Day trailer. I gotta watch that trailer.
Oh yeah, I just thought about it. Mortal Kombat come out too in May.
Oh yeah, yep.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not watching that Street Fighter movie with the rat Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. I can't support anything that dude does.
My issue with Street Fighter isn't even 50 Cent. My issue is with Andrew Schultz being in the movie.
Oh yeah.
I really can't stand Andrew Schultz. I said if he wasn't in the movie, I would probably give it a chance. But I cannot stand Andrew Schultz. Like y'all already know, I do not like him, like for a multitude of reasons. But that's what's keeping me from wanting to watch it, and I'm fine with that. But I am looking forward to Mortal Kombat 2, especially since it looks like in this one they're getting into the tournament, which everyone knows who's a Mortal Kombat fan knows that's like one of the biggest parts of that game is the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely looking forward to that, and I'm liking that they got new characters in there, like they doing all the fatality, all the things that us Mortal Kombat fans love to see. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that.
And of course, the racism is there. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why does Charlemagne keep?
Go ahead, Spidey.
Nah, I was just gonna say, why does Charlemagne keep hanging out with that dude Schultz? Like, come on, bruh.
They got a podcast together, some stupid mess like that. I don't know why.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Right.
Brilliant Idiots or some shit. I watched a couple episodes.
That's still up. Their Brilliant Idiots podcast.
Yeah, so
wow.
They did the thing after the whole what's it called? The humiliation ritual that the Indian dude, what's his name? Akash, his girlfriend or his wife.
Oh yeah.
So Charlemagne was basically asking Andrew Schultz some questions. I didn't watch the episode. I just saw clips. And it was a real shit show.
Hey, so Joseph, you in B-more, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Where is your roots from the Carolinas by any chance?
South Carolina, Georgia, and Virginia. Virginia on my mom and dad's side. South Carolina on my mom's side, and Georgia on my dad's.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I'm glad you asked me that because one thing I want to do this summer, and I don't mind sharing this. I want to put together a family tree to, really trace back how far back my lineage, at least on my dad's side, goes, because one of my cousins has my mom's side almost complete. So I'm gonna do the family tree on my dad's side. I'm not giving a specific date on when I'll start, but I plan to have it completed by summer's end, or by at least the start of the fall.
Oh, okay. That sounds like an interesting project.
Yeah, and I would encourage anyone, especially if you're like FBA, to do so, just in case if there's any, questions about your family lineage you may not be sure of. It doesn't hurt to ask.
Yeah, my fam. I already know my family comes from well, on my granddad's side is from Tennessee, and then on my grandmother's side is from Arkansas. So And these are my maternal grandparents, by the way. So
Okay.
Yep.
No need for a moment of silence, everyone.
No, we were sitting there listening. Y'all were talking. What you listening?
Yeah, like for me, like my family is on my mom's side is South Carolina and my dad is Virginia.
Yeah, most of my family is from North Carolina. Like my daddy's side mostly North Carolina. My grandmama North Carolina, but my granddaddy is from South Carolina.
Oh, okay. Hey, Wallow J, I might have asked you this a million times before, but since you from North Carolina, do you happen to have any family in the tri-state area?
You talking about like in the Raleigh, like Durham area?
No, I'm talking about like
no.
Yeah, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut.
My grandmama folks during the second Great Migration, a lot of them moved to New Jersey and Connecticut. My grandmama moved up there too, but then her and one of her sisters moved back down here because they didn't like it up there because she said it was too cold for them. I said, damn. Okay. I said, I now see why I don't like her weather. Cause you okay? That's okay. I see it now. I've been on it before. Long ass trip, cold as hell.
Which part of Jersey, North or South Jersey?
I think the sister stay in. Last time I was told she stay in either East Ruff. No, not East Ruff. Yeah, it's Newark. If I'm not mistaken, that's where my that's where my great aunt stay. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's Brick City.
No, great uncle. Excuse me. I don't know why I said great
uncle. On the other side of New York.
Yeah, I had to ask that question because they say that in Jersey, North Central and South Jersey, they're kind of all three different worlds to some degree. Like North Jersey is kind of more associated with New York, and then South Jersey is kind of more associated with Philly.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Hey y'all, I don't mean to cut it, but we are about to shut this down.
Fine.
We were actually on here way longer than I expected, but like I said, when it comes to the conversation, we just let it flow.
Yeah.
And like I said, because I do this once a month, this is like the perfect opportunity just to hear from everybody like this, and it's just like we just talking about whatever.
That's fine. It's time for me to go take my nap anyway, so I'll land my plane.
Right.
Hold up. There was one thing I wanted to ask. Sorry, if you don't mind. What was y'all's thoughts about the whole UN resolution to not recognize slavery as a crime against humanity? That the only three countries that refused were the usual suspects: Argentina, America, and Israel.
I would like to interject if that's okay.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
That's a whole nother roundtable discussion to have as a whole, because I don't know if y'all listen to Black Alpha Network.
Yes.
But he said it best. You could not be the victim and the perpetrator of a crime at the same time. And I'm just paraphrasing what he said. And it's like listening to some of Tariq's lives on TikTok, which I recently just got back on. It's like, during the transatlantic slave time, those African kingdoms had ample opportunities to stop it. But instead, what we're finding out now on the fly is that y'all cut deals with the foreign invaders, the Europeans. Mm-hmm. And it's like, wait, what? Because before, and this was years ago, I've heard someone say it's like, Africans sold Africans, right? At first I ignored it because, it came from, a PC woman. I didn't, take it into consideration. But it's like now with everything that's happening, it's like, whoa, what? So this wasn't, seeing as how the dub as power structure gained its power, it's like they really had to like conquer a territory, then set up shop somewhere else, make a deal, renege on that, then take up, arms against the people they made a deal with. So it's like I said, that's another talk that really needs to take as long as it needs to come through to a resolution, because ultimately Ghana is going to have to pay up too, just like America. Just saying.
Was that the
they owe to. So we
they do, but at least the way I see it, it's like at least they're having a conversation, and the fact that these only three people, countries, decided not to even acknowledge it for once. We could get into the nitty gritty about who owes more and all that, but at least have the conversation. You get what I mean? At least that's how I see it.
Yep. Hey, TAUREAN and panel, I just wanted to say thank you for the opportunity to let me speak, and y'all have a good rest of your weekend. I'm about to drop off.
Yeah, you too. Hey, Spidey, don't be a stranger, sir.
Yeah.
I'll try not to. Thank you.
All right. Shout out to all of y'all for coming up.
Make sure
participate.
Going live later.
Okay. And True Crime, it will be a True Crime Sunday tomorrow, so definitely be present for that. That's going to be, I'm going to start the pre-show over here at 11:40, and then we're going to, of course, go over the Rumble with it to watch the documentary. This might be one of the longer ones because this one's over an hour long. So it's going to be good, though, just like all the rest of them. But with that being said, shout out to each and every one of you. Shout out to everyone that came up, everyone that participated, everyone in the chat. Shout out to Janesta for contributing to the super chat. Everybody in Discord, the members, the mods, everyone on Patreon, I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. We are about to get up out of here. I'm gonna probably rest a little bit more because, like I said, I'm still a little bit tired from yesterday. But shout out to all of y'all, and we will be back on here tomorrow morning in the late morning for True Crime Sunday. Be safe, stay warm, or actually stay hydrated because it's actually pretty decent today. But and of course, be one.